Hi guys, are you ready for your stories tonight? Are you all snuggled in bed, nice and warm? I hope so. The first book I picked out for you is called The Snow Rabbit. Not a snowman, but a snow rabbit, I guess. Bear was always grumpy. He had a big, furry frown and a sulky scowl. And whenever he felt really, really grumpy, he would give a grisly, grumbly growl. Shh, Bear's in a really bad mood. And this sign says, only bears allowed. I wonder why he's so grumpy. The animals didn't dare to go near Bear's beautiful garden, except for one very smiley rabbit. Good morning, Bear. Go away. Poor Bear, said Rabbit as she skipped away. He needs cheering up. And Rabbit knew just what to do. Don't do it, Rabbit. I have a great idea, he said. What's he doing? Sweeping the snow? That night, Bear couldn't sleep. He grouched and grumbled and looked out his window. And there in the moonlight was a snow rabbit. Look what he sees out his window.
Snow rabbit.
Bear was outraged. That means super mad. He stomped outside, took a deep breath, and bellowed, "Who has been in my garden?" The trees trembled and shook at the sound of Bear's rumbling roar until crash! A pile of snow landed right on top of Bear and the snow rabbit. Oh no, now I have soggy fur and a squished snow rabbit. The next morning, Bear woke up in a very bad mood. He peeked outside, frowning as he saw the leaning snow rabbit sitting sadly in the sunshine. I told Rabbit that was a bad idea. That's it, Bear grumped. I'm going to find out who built this snow rabbit. And they said, she's going to be in so much trouble. Fox, Bear growled, did you build a snow rabbit in my garden? Fox gulped. No, he stuttered. Bear harumphed and stomped off. It must have been Badger, he grumbled. Look out, Badger! I've never seen Bear so grumpy. Bear stormed up Badger's path. Badger, did you build the snow rabbit? No, it wasn't me. Squirrels, it must have been you. It wasn't. I know who it was. Shh. Fine, roared Bear. If it wasn't Fox or Badger, and it wasn't the squirrels, then it must have been Rabbit. See, that says Rabbit. Hello, Bear, smiled Rabbit, hopping up. Did you call? Yes, bellowed Bear. You put a snow rabbit in my garden. I thought it might make you smile, said Rabbit hopefully. Bear took a deep breath. The animals covered their ears. Well, it did not make me smile, Bear growled. That bird says, I can't watch. Eek, poor Rabbit. He was just trying to be nice, wasn't he? It made a giant mess, and you're going to help me fix it, or else. Bear turned and marched home. Rabbit blinked in amazement. I don't believe it. No way. We can fix this, Rabbit offered when she saw the squished snow rabbit, and together that's what they did. And when the snow rabbit looked just right, they made a snow bear. And for the first time in a long time, Bear forgot to be grumpy. He says, I want to make a snow squirrel. That looks like fun. Look at it. That's so cute. That night, Bear couldn't sleep. He stood at his window and gazed out at the snow bear and the snow rabbit standing together in the moonlight. A slow smile spread across Bear's face. It feels good to have a friend, he said. And that gave Bear a wonderful idea. Chuckling to himself, Bear pulled on his boots, marched into his garden. I'd better change this. Looks like he took down his sign, his Only Bears Allowed sign, and got to work on his mysterious plan. Look at all those colorful scarves and hats. What's he gonna do? The next morning, the animals were in for a surprise. Snow squirrels! It looks just like me. Thank you, Bear. Come on, everyone. Let's go tobogganing. Tobogganing is going for a ride on that kind of sled. And the badger said, this is amazing. He even made a badger. Oh, and look at his sign. It says, everyone welcome. And with so many new friends, Bear was never grumpy again. A fox too? Oh, wow. See, his grumpiness gave him a lot of friends. His grumpiness turned around, I mean. Okay, this one is called the Magical Snowman. It was a clear, sparkling winter's day. Little Rabbit had been busy all morning, heaping snow to make a snowman. Good work, Little Rabbit, said Daddy. Could you finish it later, though? I need you to find some berries for our supper. Snowman will be sad if I leave him now, Little Rabbit said. He'll be fine, said Daddy gently. He's just a snowman. He isn't real. He is real, said Little Rabbit. Of course he's real. He's my friend. Daddy smiled as he gave Little Rabbit a kiss. Don't go too far, he said. I won't, said Little Rabbit. One for the basket and one for me, he sang as he skipped down the lane. Soon his paws were sticky with purple juice. Look at how pretty those purple berries look against the white snow. Little Rabbit was having so much fun, he hardly noticed the snow beginning to fall. A robin flitted ahead of him, and he followed it, dancing through the drifting snowflakes and bare trees. Can you see the robin? He's following it. Then the robin flew away. Little Rabbit stopped and looked around. He wasn't sure which way he had come. The swirling snow made everything look strange. What will I do? He cried. How will I get home? Just like last night with the little lost puppy. As if in an answer, a soft light sparkled through the trees. Smiling through the falling snow was his very own snowman. I knew you were real, said Little Rabbit. But Snowman, I was all on my own. Not all alone, smiled Snowman. I was there too, little friend. I was always there for you. Snowman dusted flakes from Little Rabbit's fur and lifted him onto his shoulders. I'll take you home, he said. Hold on tight. They whizzed down the hill, whoosh, and landed in a snowy heap by a frozen stream. Whumph. Here we go, Snowman laughed as he held Little Rabbit's paw. The world whisked by in a shimmer of silver frost. It felt as if they were flying. I'm coming home, Daddy, Little Rabbit called. Whee! Suddenly, Snowman skidded to a halt at the bottom of a hill. We'll have to walk now, he said as he swung Little Rabbit into his soft arms. Are we nearly there yet? Yawned Little Rabbit. Not far now, said Snowman. Meanwhile, Daddy Rabbit was hurrying through the whirling snow. He was very worried, and he shivered in the icy wind. Little Rabbit, he called. Little Rabbit, where are you? Daddy, cried Little Rabbit when he heard his call. He leaped from the snowman's arms and bounded up the garden. Daddy Rabbit swept him up and hugged him tight, forgetting all about the berries. Thank goodness you're safe, he said. I was so worried about you all alone. I wasn't alone, said Little Rabbit. Snowman took care of me. Oh, did he now? Daddy chuckled. Snowman stood quietly in the winter darkness. Little Rabbit smiled at him, and he saw Snowman was smiling too. Do you think he really brought him home? Think so? And then our Bible story tonight is about Moses. Have you heard of Moses before? It says, Moses and the King. When Miriam was a little girl, she liked to dance and play the tambourine. That's a tambourine. She also liked to listen to stories with her little brother Aaron. They liked the story of great, ever so many greats grandfather Abraham. God promised Abraham a land of our own, said Miriam's mother. Our family came to Egypt many years ago to find food here. Now the king of Egypt has made us slaves. That means he makes them work very hard. And I don't think they got paid either. Now the king wants our baby boys killed, she sobbed. What about my new baby brother? Miriam asked. So they hid him in a basket among the reeds. These are reeds. Miriam saw the princess of Egypt come and find the baby. I shall keep him safe, said the princess. I shall call him Moses. But who will take care of him? Miriam stepped forward. I can find someone to take care of the baby, she said, and she fetched her mother. When he was older, Moses grew up as a prince, but he knew he was one of the slave people. One day he got into a bad fight for trying to help a slave, and so he had to run away. And he became a shepherd. In the desert, Moses saw a strange thing, a bush on fire that wasn't burning up. And he heard God speaking through the bush. Go back to Egypt, Moses, and tell that king to let my people go. Your brother will help you. He was supposed to free all those slaves that were working so hard. Together, Moses and Aaron went to see the king. I will not let your people go, he told them. They asked over and over again, but the king always said no. God wants you to let our people go, said Aaron and Moses. If you don't, there will be trouble. There was lots of trouble. Frogs, then flies, then locusts. Locusts are like these grasshoppers. Were everywhere. There were all sorts of horrible things. At last the king told Moses and Aaron to come and see him. Hurry up and go, he said. Get out of here. God helped everyone escape. They set out for the land God had promised to great, ever so many greats, grandfather Abraham. And Moses and Aaron led the way. Miriam played her tambourine and danced, just like she used to when she was little. I'm glad God used Moses to free all those people. Good night.